Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platform to become your spiritual server. And welcome to your daily Adept report for today. And once again, I don't know what day it is, so I'm looking over at my calendar. Today is the 18th of May, Friday, 2018. Thank you so much for joining me. And I drew these cards, and I went to go meditate. I meditated for a solid 30 minutes. And wow. We are going through massive changes, guys. And I just felt this massive shift that now happened within me. I wanted to meditate because I felt like it would make this reading fluid. And now I looked at the cards, kind of interpreted it before, and then coming back, and I even thought about the cards right when I came out of the meditation. Now I realize really what's being revealed right now. And it's incredible because today, astrologically, we do have this grand water trine between the moon in Cancer, we have Neptune in Pisces, and we have Jupiter retrograde in Scorpio. So we are really going to be going through this watery, intuitive, spiritual portal today. And it's going to certainly reveal to us the true magic of our being and the true magic of our reality. But the thing about it is that this reality that we see here is truly magical. However, it won't change unless you alter your vibration. Now, it sounds simple. It sounds kind of weird too, you know. It sounds almost kind of basic. But I want you to really think about this. If you believe that you are magical, that you can do anything, that this vessel, that your energy, your auric field, if you believe that this is magical, it's a miracle. When you go out into the world and you begin to touch things, you begin to have experiences and touch people, you actually can have this serious, deep effect of them by just acknowledging and the confidence that you are magical, and also having the awareness that they are magical too. The thing about it is that each and every one of us is hyper conscious, even if we're not necessarily aware of it. Each of us are highly conscious. Why? Because it's like if you are like walking in a giant crowd of people aren't just bumping into each other unless they want to. They're moving around each other, which means that we actually do acknowledge that there is another space right there. And the funny thing is that this being that you see here, this vessel, really, this is just the shell of this space right here that I am occupying temporarily. I'm occupying this space, but really this is untapped. I won't say untapped, but this is unlimited potential within this space. I have this casing here, but this is really the space. The space is really what's truly valuable, right? It is that infinite potential, that unbounded creativity. And once we learn how to access these deeper reserves, we really can go into the world and create and affect miracles in our everyday life. But we have to really come out of this poverty consciousness. And I really think that's what Uranus shifting into Taurus is coming out of this poverty consciousness. Not only that, but Mercury is in Taurus. So this is going to be a really effective time of communicating to the universe really what you want in your desires, in your manifestations, what you really want to manifest. But this grand water trine today that's happening is us getting this secret download from our higher self. And based off the concept of the cards, which I'm going to show you here in a bit, it's going to let us know and remind us just how magical we are. It's 2018. If you do not believe in magic at this point, I am sorry. But it's real. It's absolutely real. So what's going on for the cards today? We have the Ace of Wands is the overall theme of the card, of the reading today, of the story. The Ace of Wands. Every single day, we are gifted a wand from the universe. And we can use this wand to create our life and our day in the way that we see fit. If we think of the day almost as a lifetime, you know, it's like every day we're born, you know, we rise, you know. I don't know why they call it mourning, because in the morning you rise. It's not a time to really mourn. It's a time to rise and be happy. So it should be called good rising. But every morning you rise, that's like you being birthed into the new day. And as the day progresses, and then at night you go to sleep and you die, your spirit leaves your body to go experience the other parts of the ethers in the universe and the realms, right? But every single day, we are given a wand of creation. Every single day, we are given this wand to create. Alright? Well, what we do with that wand is up to us. That's the beautiful thing about it. We each are given a wand that's almost even tailor-made to us. It's kind of like Harry Potter, where like the wand almost kind of picks you. It's tailor-made. But it's up to us. We have the free will to do with that wand what we want to do with it. What do most people do? They do the Five of Wands. They have these petty arguments. They get into these conflicts, these dramas. And they're banging their wands on other people like, rah, 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 my way or the highway. Rah, 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 no, we should do it this way. Rah, rah. Like, that's what people do. A lot of people do that. They take this wand of creation that can create anything that they want. And what do? They squander it on these arguments and these feuds that don't really even begin to harness the power of our ability to co-create along with the creator. I'll say co-create, because we're all artists. But we are given this opportunity to really manifest the life of our dreams every single day. And yes, it doesn't necessarily happen overnight, but every single day we can do something to bring that more into fruition, to bring that more into view. But what do? We cloud it with all these arguments and fighting. But then we have the Six of Cups as the exposition. So I want you to look at this reading almost as, like you look at every day as a lifetime. The Six of Cups is us trying to remember our purpose. The Six of Cups is us, and this also is the soulmate card, of course, but this is us almost having this sort of amnesia. It's like, wait a minute, oh wait, why am I here again? What am I doing here again? It's this almost amnesia where it's like we have been given a purpose, but then we begin to get caught up in life and stuff, all this. We begin to get caught up in the drama of it. But then it's like, what is our purpose? What am I doing here again? We sort of have this amnesia of trying to figure out what it is that we're supposed to really be doing. What is our purpose? You know? The rising action. So as you grow up, you have this Page of Cups. And this is interesting because this is speaking of, you know, this watery element, you know, the Cancer element, the Scorpio element, the Pisces element, which we all have. And this is about following our emotional guidance system, which is the closest way to really getting to the heart, is by following your emotions. But yes, you can get caught up in your emotions and stuff. You can allow them to really take you into places that you probably ought not to be. But at the same time, you're still meant to experience it, you know. And all the emotions that you feel, you are meant to feel them. All of them. From that of the good spectrum to that of the perceived bad spectrum. We are exposed to experience fear, guilt, anxiety, depression. But we're also supposed to experience joy, ecstasy, laughter, abundance, which I don't know if it's necessarily an emotion, but we're meant to experience the entire range of it. So it's like up to us as the Page of Cups, learning how to really deal with these emotions. And I honestly kind of almost see the Earth as a realm of developing emotional intelligence. Because when you get out into the spirit world, things happen really instantly based off of your emotions. But here on Earth, things don't happen as instantly. I'm giving you guys sacred knowledge here. I'm a Scorpio and a Pisces moon. I'm giving you guys sacred knowledge. If you can remember, See, I don't know. I don't know if many of you guys have seen this, but I do remember there was this one time I was watching Avatar, and I think it was Korra. And I don't know if any of you saw this, but I remember she went to the spirit realm and she started crying, and then like it started storming, and all the other inhabitants of the spirit world started to get angry and upset. And then her, I think it was like her great grandfather came along and told her that in this realm, emotions are everything. So it's like you have to, you have to realize that if you are sad and upset, you're going to manifest that instantly. Here in this reality, it's more subtle and it doesn't seem like it manifests instantly. But if we were in the spirit realm and you were crying, there literally would be a rain cloud above you. There literally would be one. So we come to this world to learn how to become more emotionally intelligent. That's the rising action of today. It's the Page of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords as the climax of the day, and this is this remembrance period. I like to say of when we are like, this is why you're here. Now, since this is the Queen of Swords, this is dealing with that that divine feminine energy. So, and a lot of this has to do, and a lot of this reading definitely is talking about the divine feminine energy. Now, is this saying that God is a female? I don't know. I think, well, Gaia most certainly is female. That's definitely for sure. But the Queen of Swords here appearing in the climax spot is us receiving this download from the divine feminine spirit of letting us know really what we are here to receive. Because this is a feminine energy, so it's talking about what we receive. So this is almost like us receiving our purpose. Us remembering our purpose and us receiving it. Us coming more into knowledge of it. So that's going to happen to a lot of us today, especially when we go through this grand water trine. Actually, it's going to happen to every single one of us today, where we're actually going to receive our purpose on a deeper, more quantum level, especially now that Uranus has shifted. The falling action of the day is the Five of Cups. So this is like getting towards like the evening. This is getting towards like the nighttime. This is getting towards the time where you would die before you go to sleep. And it's the Five of Cups. I want you to notice how these three cups have fallen over, and he's focused on the three cups. But there's two cups behind them which are okay and they're filled. A lot of times we like to focus on these three cups because we like to think that there's more here. We perceive that there is more here with these three cups that have fallen over, which lends to us feeling upset, depressed, disheveled. Our vibration goes down because we are focused on what we lost instead of realizing what we still have, And perceivably, this appears to be more. But what if these cups were overflowing? Think about that. The following the resolution of all this is that we actually have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is really us actually speaking to Mother Gaia, and also she's giving us a token in that you were kind of reminding us of our inherent abundance. It's like with the Queen of Swords at the climax, it's like we remember our purpose, and then we're like, oh crap, well, what about all these things that I've lost? But what about all the things that you've gained? And then the Queen of Pentacles comes in and reminds you at the end, it's like, truthfully, you're honestly just infinitely abundant. No matter what you have perceivably lost or gained, you're infinitely abundant. I want you to look at who the writer of this story is today. The Tower card. The Tower. Too many people are sitting up in the tower waiting for someone to come save them. They're waiting for their Prince Charming. Or, I guess, I don't know, I'm not sure what the female equivalent would be. Let's just say, let's say Princess Charlotte. I don't know. They're waiting for their Prince Charming or their Princess Charlotte, waiting in the castle, waiting for someone to come save them. But there's something else in store. The universe is like, no. Zap! Every day is kind of like that. We change every single day, and we try to hold on and retain aspects of ourselves, but parts of ourselves are going to be shed every day. And since this is the cups, this is talking about water energy, what happens is that, if you base it especially off the moon is the fastest moving planet in astrology. It moves around the zodiac about once every 28.5 to 29 days. But a lot of people hold on. We're here to learn how to become more emotionally intelligent. But a lot of people hold on to their emotions. But the moon moves so fast that this really actually prevents you from being magical. This really actually prevents you from seeing all the magic, because you're holding on to old emotions from 10 days ago, like 3 weeks ago, a year ago. You're holding on to these old emotions. The moon has moved past that spot, especially if you're holding on to emotions that have happened, say, like a year ago. You want to know how many times the moon has hit that spot? And every single time the moon hits that spot, it's like you're reopening the scab, and you're reopening the scab, and you're reopening the scab. We have to learn how to become more fluid. This is why emotions are water. It's fluid. The thing I love about rivers is you never step in the same river twice. Pocahontas. So it's like following our emotional guidance system can really open up life to be this really beautiful thing. And I think this grand water trine that we're having today is going to remind us of that. But we also have to kind of let go of this idea that we have to just kind of hold on. And I think a lot of people are kind of like holding on to this raft or holding on to like a stick, and they don't want the river to kind of take them. But at the same time, we have to realize that every single day we are given an opportunity to create life in a profound and an amazing, I don't want to say crazy, but maybe it is a little crazy, but an amazing, profound, and beautiful way. But are you going to get caught up in all these petty little arguments, in the drama? I think and yes, we do want to make life better for everybody, absolutely. But sometimes it's okay to attach to the earthly drama, and sometimes it's okay to detach. And honestly, it's by detaching from the earthly drama that you begin to realize how to shift the earthly drama, so we can actually see this magical, beautiful world as the heaven that it actually really is. That is it for your reading today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can follow the link in the description below to the Aquarian Adepts. And always remember, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often. You're magical. Believe it.